You don't know anything about the Vaush stuff, correct?
No, I have no clue.
I know a little bit. Somebody sent me a bunch of links, so we gonna discover it together.
Sure, no problem. Let's go.
Question: how do you feel about horse? All right, good start.
This how we gonna start?
No, that's where this starts. So some guy was streaming, and he was going through his folders, and he opened one folder, and he goes, "Whoa!" He starts panicking.
Because there's a horse cock.
Now, you don't know who Vaush is. Vaush is a political commentator, debater. There's like Hassan, there's Destiny, and there's Vaush. He was one of them people, left-leaning debate guys, okay?
Vaush is the third largest left-leaning political streamer. He views himself as an intellectual mastermind.
My moral principles are rock solid.
He harassed a girl and then said she doesn't even deserve basic human rights.
Poppy is not worth apologizing to. She is barely worth the intrinsic human rights to which all human beings are endowed, okay? She is a disgusting human being. And that doesn't mean what I did wasn't wrong. It does mean I will never apologize to her.
Wait, what? So is he admitting he did what he did, but he's like, that person does not... Am I okay? Mm-hmm. I'm okay.
I told you, this is a weird one.
Was it a retarded child?
He thinks he's so smart that he actively tries to justify for CP, just for fun.
It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes on the child as well.
Pedophiles, right, who buy child pornography, would you say they should not be held responsible for doing that?
Yes. I would not say that it is unethical for a person to purchase child pornography.
I always think that sometimes right-leaning people are a bit extreme when they say, oh, the left will allow this pedo behavior and they're really, and then you pull this shit off. And then all this time I was like, nah, man, right, you need to pump your brakes. The left is not so much like that. And then you pull this shit off, being that comfortable.
Hey, listen.
You went full retard on this.
For watching the pedo show, Dragon Maid.
Dragon Maid, king of pedophile animes. I'm not watching this shit.
While accidentally leaking his lolly folder.
This is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
And having his girlfriend draw the exact same childish anime character, with eyes rolled into the back of her head, mouth open, blushing. In his folder is a character that is 12 years old, as well as other young depictions of girls sucking horse wieners. Vaush wants to be a horse, by the way.
I'll make it clear. You can write this down. I want to fuck a woman as a horse. None of this is a secret. To be clear, many jokes have been made about this, but I stand by it. My moral principles are rock solid.
Hey, listen.
Rock solid, I guess.
Horse and rock solid should never be in the same phrase.
He went Leroy Jenkins on all of us.
Since this has all been exposed, Vaush has been posting about Midna, the childish girl from Zelda, saying she's hot, asking people in Discord if they've ever used a minor, and then saying hot when someone says they were a victim. This is Vaush.
Why do you want to be the horse, Vaush? Because then I'd have a giant dick. Okay, couldn't you have a big dick the other way? Well, yeah, I could. I could have a big dick hypothetically in any variety of scenarios, but then it wouldn't really be a horse dick. Well, you could be a human with a horse dick, yes, but then I wouldn't have that powerful stallion energy using it.
You see, talking about CP is very important to Vaush. He does it year after year.
If the offender is consuming child porn without paying for it, if you're not paying for child porn, if you're just getting it, there is no moral or legal argument against that. That doesn't also rope in you guys for the.
Hey,
I would never.
Yo. Hey, yo. Don't.
Can I say it?
Don't.
Can I say it?
Say it.
This is a sickness.
You need to say
of the highest order.
Yes, it is.
It is deviant, therefore we don't want it.
No, we don't.
Back in Uganda, this one, he would not have lived another day.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, I said he wants to watch the horse cock. My friend,
Sapapaya.
Sapapaya, you are lost, huh? You have decided to get on the internet and say, please put me in jail. The police are coming for you. The police are coming for you. We are never going to forget this one. You're going to apply for a job. You're going to say, there is no horse cock here. This is not part of the benefits. You are not getting employed, my friend. You are a deviant. Therefore, it is sick. And this is what Obama wants to bring to our children. For them to enjoy the horse. We do not want it.
Stagafulizer.
Stagafulizer. Poof. Aleo.
We shall, but this shit.
I'm not even gonna give much commentary. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Dave.
Like, you know, on the whole topic of like children and stuff like that, like this is so inflammatory for most people.
Yeah.
This guy using the most inflammatory take and like expecting any kind of goodwill from people is insane to me.
But
you know, this is a topic which if you want to cut through, it ain't butter, baby. It ain't butter. You trying to cut through a rock. So make sure you got some kind of crazy bone saw. You dig? Now, since you wanted to cut through this thing with a butter knife, now you getting fucked up and your tools get fucked up. I don't feel bad for you. That's your own stupid ass. It's crazy how these people are claim to be some of the highest IQ people, but the way that they approach topics
is crazy.
It's completely like self-sabotage, self-deleting, stupid shit.
But why? Okay.
Some of these guys debate this stuff religious. I've walked in and heard people say stuff like dog warts. And like, but you know about dog warts? And I'm like, what's that? And it's like something about banging your dog. I just turn it off. I'm not going to spend 30 seconds talking. What? Yeah, spending time debating, like, should you be able to bang your dog? Like, I don't know. I didn't want to learn. I don't understand what it comes from, what it means. I don't want, like, there's certain parts of the online content creation world that I'm like, this is for the social rejects who have no ambitions in life. It has to be. Like, you got to be some level of, like, social retardation to be on here seriously debating, like, banging dogs. This falls into that line with me.
The only words I know is hard.
Last time I heard some guy debating, like, CP stuff, he was advocating for it, and the dude ended up being a guy who touches kids, and he went to jail. Just saying.
Well, if it's to out yourselves, then I'm all for it. Just cuss it all you want.
Fair. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I think his name was like Amos Yee. I saw an article of him being arrested. And I'm like, yo, did this guy spend years on the internet debating this CP stuff? And then okay.
Make the argument that somebody who doesn't pay for child pornography but consumes it anyway has committed an immoral act.
I would not say that it is unethical for a person to purchase child pornography or purchase blood diamonds. We've all drifted to lolly at some point or another.
I mean, they're both unethical. And I think it's perfectly fine to tell the person who has a blood diamond that it's unethical. I certainly wouldn't want my wife rocking a blood diamond. I mean, I think the whole rocks thing is also really fucked up. But I don't know why you're diverting from that to talk about CP. And I think you're like trying really hard to like make these equivalencies to make one okay because the other one is maybe more okay. That's weird. That's a weird defense. Instead of just saying both are bad, we should both outlaw both. Like, we allow this. So why don't we allow kids getting diddled?
That's wild.
We have at some point in our lives been going crazy on some site, and we've been stroking as hard and fast as we can, and then after we go back, look over our history tab, and we go like, oh geez, oh boy, some of these girls looked pretty young. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
He's debated Mr. Girl, who was banned for being openly attracted to 11-year-olds.
When I remember your review of Cuties, and my problem with Cuties is making those kids do the type of entertainment. I think it's wrong, whether it's legally right. I'm not the free
I think
speech.
it's wrong too.
Yeah,
I think I said that in the review.
Why did you say the girls were attractive? And maybe I misunderstood. Okay.
No, because they were. But listen.
Again, these are people I would never see in real life, so I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about these people.
During the debate, Vaush said that the most popular strip club for men in America would probably be 14 to 17 years old.
In one strip club, the strippers are 25, 24, 23, 22, all the way down to infants. Which club is the most popular? Let's say men, straight men are going, and they're women.
Culturally, I don't think that we've done anything to appropriately discourage that kind of behavior towards girls. So my guess is that it would be somewhere between 14 to 17.
He got away with this for years because Vaush would always say it was out of context, but the conversation would resurface when Vaush would leak his Lolly folder. Lolly is anime that focuses on younger or young-looking girl characters that act sexually suggestive or erotic. Vaush has been very harsh towards people who consume Lolly, saying that they're probably hiding something.
I've had a bunch of links thrown at me about people who are, again, very sussy, trying to argue there's not actually a relationship between instances of child predation and access to like lolicon or whatever.
Well, I would assume there is a correlation between people who really want to believe that and people who are pedophiles.
Hey, shout out to William Mack. He pulled out that receipt real hard on you.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet that. The widespread consumption of hentai, lolicon, whatever, you know. I still think that it normalizes quite negative things, you know.
We have at some point in our lives been going crazy on some hentai site, and we've been stroking as hard and fast as we can, and then after we nut, we go back, look over our history tab, and we go like, oh, geez. Oh, boy. Some of these girls looked pretty young. Okay, I don't give a f***, all right?
Crazy to think he wasn't joking here.
Why is the possession of child pornography immoral? Because it hurts people to make child pornography, yeah? Because you have to hurt children to make it. That's why it's immoral. It's not magically immoral. It's immoral because of the harm that is caused by it. So, do we not possess other things that
you sound like
hurt
someone who's
people
trying to
in their
rationalize
production?
child abuse.
Like, the argument that I was making essentially is that people are inconsistent in their moral outrage.
He really was making that argument. Oh my God. Bro, just because people are inconsistent doesn't mean that we should allow more material harm to happen to people.
Nah,
that's akin to saying because we don't solve problems in Ethiopia, we shouldn't solve problems in the Middle East. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my God, this is like, you know, sometimes people are so smart they're fucking stupid. That's what this strikes me as.
People will laugh off cocoa butter or chocolate or or cobalt or other products that we tend to get through a really, really unethical system, but then they're really, really quick to denounce child porn.
This man says you eat chocolate and you dare to care about child pornography. That's what his point is, right? Those things can be produced ethically. Mm-hmm. Child cannot.
Yeah, the huge difference is one product is a phone where the use is taking place somewhere in the raw materials phase. The other one is grown men getting off to pictures of. If you take out when manufacturing a phone, the end product is still a phone. Whereas with CP, the is the product. It sounds like an argument only a would make. Vaush has been making this argument for years. His audience loves it.
I stand by that, and I'll continue to stand by that until I hear good.
But you believe that some consumerism is more ethical than others, right? Not all consumerism is equal, right? It's not all equally.
If it's all the same to him, does that mean he has actual CP somewhere next to his tax folder?
Pedophiles, right, who buy child pornography, would you say they should not be held responsible for doing that?
Yes.
Really? Even though they're directly supporting child rape?
Yeah, I think it's hypocritical. If I because I bought my computer.
Even Vegan Gains, the crazy vegan guy, is like, really? Yo, when you got Vegan Gains going like, damn, that's crazy. You know Vegan Gains is, right? I don't. Oh, okay, that's why.
And he's crazy?
He's the craziest vegan you can imagine.
Was farmed in Africa by slaves. If I can do that, and that's legal, and no one's going to call me out in my shit, then yeah, I have to be consistent in that respect.
So he owns CP. Cool. Boy, you really showed us with that superior moral consistency. Vaush's response to all of this was to say it's all out of context.
For those of you who don't know, Ethan Klein and his friends over in the H3 pod dedicated about 2 hours of the podcast to doing like the platonic ideal of a bad faith Vaush is a takedown, including like everything, like 5 years ago, like stuff that's been addressed so long that I mean I didn't see it. I saw people in my Discord talk about it. I didn't want to watch it myself, partly because
it was just Ethan Klein to Ethan Klein.
I don't like Ethan Klein, but that shit was not him. That's you, baby boy.
Yeah, you know what?
No,
Ethan Klein has 100% bad faith, but right now you are not helping yourself.
Absolutely not.
You are not helping yourself.
Don't put that on Ethan. That's you. Take accountability.
It's like you gave. It's like Ethan Klein is of bad faith, but you gave him all the bad faith. You gave him all the tools. You're just like, here. On the silver platter, it was right there.
There's no amount of context that's gonna save you.
It's not even bad faith. It's you said, it's you.
Listen, there's no context that's gonna save you. There's none, and I can see why you didn't want to watch that shit. I wouldn't watch that shit either if I said that. I would want to bury my head and move on from this topic ASAP because there's no way you can explain this shit away. Turn off your Discord. Don't let nobody tweet at you. burn your fucking head and keep it pushing if you would want a chance to survive this. Because the more you talk about it, the more dumb you fucking sound.
Yes, you heard that right. Vaush is making the argument Ethan took him out of context, but he didn't even watch the stream.
Why is it a recurring thing that you get accused of? Well, for the most part, I think it's just because people hate me.
Stop thinking and just go watch the thing. Just stop assuming shit. You're doing Ethan Klein to Ethan Klein.
Yes.
Like, stop.
It's not because we didn't even know who you were. I mean, I knew, but he didn't know.
I didn't know.
And I'm really indifferent about you.
Not anymore.
But you a weirdo.
Yes, you are.
And I would not let you around any of my kids. I would not let you in my neighborhood with any of the kids there either. You a weirdo.
I feel like a lot of the stuff that I've said looks pretty bad without context, but
it looks bad without context because it looks bad with context.
Facts. It just looks bad. It looks bad. And you gotta just be accountable for the fact that you was being spicy, not realizing you was feeding the wrong crowd.
You was being spicy, now your butt hurts.
Yeah.
Bro, stop eating spice if you can't handle it.
We're not telling you can't handle spice. Baby boy, you got diarrhea leaking everywhere.
Not the doodle stings.
Bro, you were peeing at your butthole talking about context.
You were sitting down eating jalapenos. Now you mad because everybody's jalapenos business.
Yo, get him out of here.
No, boo boo, honey chicken, cherry chow chow, honey or honey bunch. It's you.
That's it.
What do Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, Hassan, and Vaush all have in common? When facing legitimate criticism, they will never engage with specific points. They'll just always vaguely say that you're lying, hoping their audience blindly believes them.
This is one of those situations where you have to appreciate the fact that I must be pretty great for people to have to lie that much and that aggressively to try to take me down.
Or delusional. I think in this case, you're just delusional.
I was going to open up an image with right-click, open a new window, but instead I did right-click, save as, and it opened a folder called To Be Sorted. The To Be Sorted folder, which is where I put images that have yet to be sorted.
No.
Let him finish his explanation.
I can't, because the beginning is shifty.
Hey, listen, let him finish his explanation. Stop judging. Let the speak.
You play the thing.
All right, let the speak.
In case the name didn't indicate that, was the place that it went to because the file type of the image, which was like, I don't know, JPEG or something? I don't know.
He's making this sound so complicated when all people want to know is why you have a folder full of lolly.
The last image that I saved to the To Be Sorted folder was an image of Marcel from Dungeon Meshi being roasted by Gordon Ramsay while cooking a mandrake.
To be clear, it's all porn, with 3 more folders that contain more porn.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I think people who beat it to GIFs and JPEGs should be jailed. That is fucking weird. I don't understand how people download a GIF and beat their meat to a 3-second clip on repeat.
A GIF.
GIF. That's actually the pronunciation. I used to think it's GIF. It's GIF.
It's GIF.
It's GIF. But
no, it's GIF. I'm just talking shit.
That's weird. Like,
you don't ever want to relive things in your life, like 3 best seconds of something in your life, and relive it over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Nah, these guys are weirdos, bro. These guys are weirdos.
Eventually, Vaush's chat would pressure him into addressing the lolly.
Of the images that showed, 2 of them were from the same artist. 2 of them, those from that artist turned out to be a lolicon. One of the 2 images...
He's making it sound like there's only 2 pieces of lolly. No, there's tons. There's only 2 from that artist.
I can't show to defend myself, nor would I encourage you to go look it up because this is a lolicon artist, so I don't want to direct you to that, you know? But one of the 2 images from this lolicon artist, okay? To be clear, one of them flatly did not look like lolicon. I'm sorry, you can say it's defensive. I think that's bullshit. I literally went back and looked. The chick is like 6 heads tall.
It's a sexualized version of this VTuber's avatar, made by a famous lolly artist, who Vaush has declared not lolly because of her height. The other pictures in Vaush's folder are also way creepier.
The other one is like a threesome with 2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at it, knowing now that that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, that's how you know it's real bad.
When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the way like goblins get drawn in porn.
Short stack, thick goblins.
That's a kid.
Not short stack. It's like stacked but short.
You said it, and then you, yup.
Says that like his community can relate. It also doesn't explain the 20 worst photos on his hard drive.
It was intended to be a lolly drawing. So like, that's how it is, right? It's a drawing, you get it without context. I know that when I saved them because both the drawings have like a meaty dick in it and I'm a huge size queen.
Ah, see, he didn't save it because of the little girls. He saved it because of the massive cock on their face. Vaush is innocent.
His no like horse. Send your asshole.
He has loads of messages over the years about horse cock.
People, you know, and this is one of those like...
All right, I can't watch anymore. That's it. I've been sick of this for like a good 5 minutes. There's more. There's way more. There's a lot more. What am I going to say about this?
It's all horse.
Enough horsing around. This is disturbing. Listen,
what do you mean?
I'm not going to be one of those people who thinks what you inherently watch for prawn is a reflection of what you want, right? Like there's women who like watching crazy BDSM stuff. They like watching like great fantasy things. Like that's the thing a lot of women like. Doesn't mean that these people actually want to get raped in reality or whatever it is.
Nay.
Now, the way you're defending this shit is crazy.
Wow.
And the difference between that stuff and the CP stuff that you're defending is the fact that minors are being harmed. And you're saying it's okay because some kids in Africa are being, you know, taken advantage of for diamonds. That's a stupid fucking argument. Okay? And I'm pretty confident most people would think BDSM stuff is unethical if they found out that people were actually being harmed for real against their will through that process.
Yeah.
Okay? So, because kids can't consent, that's always going to be wrong. Stop defending it. You look really fucking stupid. It's a bad business move. Just say this. I was being edgy. I was making some really dumb takes, and I'm my bad. Keep it pushing. All this other shit is really stupid.
No, but the way he's holding on to that is more than that.
You think you're so smart, you think you can argue your way out of everything, and no one's buying it. Everyone thinks you're weird and creepy. Okay? And that's going to be the narrative about you forever because you've been defending it and you've doubled down.
Triple.
So anytime I see this dude, I'm be like, oh, it's the guy who likes CP. That's what I'm going to think. Based off your defense. And I think that's what most people are going to think. And you know what? They're right to do so. So, anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. If there's anything else you guys want to tell us or think about this topic and you want to write it out, get in the comments and let us know below. That's enough for today.
It is.
Anything else you want to say?
I'm good.
You were holding that in for a minute. You were holding that shit in for a minute.
Yeah.